On y'all, it's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, and I'm gonna do some test hands slash you can say a combo tutorial on the Vendreads with the new support that they got. The deck it's just gotten a lot more interesting, and we can call it semi-competitive. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna do, but I really have faith in this deck and what it can do. So I just wanted to show you guys like the consistency that the deck possesses currently at this moment. So we're gonna start off with just like a one hand, and then we might do some combos at that point. Well, actually, this hand is like a combo. This is something that I've like. Oh my god! All right, this hand is a combo. Okay, so this is a test hand, but we're gonna call this a combo because there's a lot you can do with this hand. You just have to think. That's not the one thing I like about this deck. It's really skillful. It's not like, you know, a deck that anybody can play. It's not like ABCs. So we're gonna start by activating our knights. And we're not going to discard Gozuki because we don't have targets in our grave yet. So we're going to discard Mizuki. And we are going to search for the Vendread monster that I want. I'm going to search for Hound Horde. We have Hound Horde and Revenants. We just really need to find a way to get them on the field. And then we're going to continue our play by normal summoning Gozuki and use his effect. And we're going to send Shirley Solitaire. Because Gozuki, he actually sends one zombie type monster from your deck to your hand. There's no restriction on what it can be. So we're sending Solitaire, zombie type monster. Then we'll banish Mizuki, special Solitaire, and use his effect. It's just test hands. And test hands are always just basically if your opponent doesn't have a hand trap. If they have hand traps, they're probably, you know, going to shut you down. But we're just doing a test hand. And then we're going to summon Unizombie, use his effect. And we're going to dump Mizuki, of course. We're just dumping Mizuki to extend our plays. As a matter of fact, we're not going to send Mizuki. I just thought of this. This combo can get lit. We're going to use the Unizombie to dump Vendread Streege. When Vendread Streege gets dumped, he's a level 4. Now we can reveal one of our Vendreads, special summon Streege. And then we're going to Synchro for 8, make our Omega. And then Gozuki's effect kicks in. And we're going to banish... We'll banish Solitaire because Unizombie is a bit more relevant right now. And we're going to special summon... So this is totally your choice. It's basically like which effect do you want to get off. Because although if you summon Hound Horde and you have level 5 on your field, you can still make Slayer because you can banish one of your zombies from your grave using the ritual spell. So it's totally up to you. But I think what I'm going to do is just give them the effect to banish special summon monsters just for the sake of example. But just keep in mind that you could have done either or. And then we're going to activate pre-prep. What I do wish is that... we could have found a way to like get Hound Horde in the grave and then like discard Revenants to special Hound Horde and use a Mizuki to special summon that, and then we'll have them both on the field. But I just couldn't find a way with this particular opening hand. We're still gonna make a pretty strong Slayer, and we still have Omega. So we're pre-prepping. We're getting Slayer, Origin, Tribute Revenants, and Streets. And now you have Disruption, which is pretty nice. You still have Hound Horde in hand, which is actually going to be relevant because you still have Knights up on the field. And it's going to make a difference because Slayer, basically, no matter what, he inevitably is going to get his effect off. Whether they destroy him or if they just send him to the graveyard. They have to banish him. And then, of course, during our opponent's standby, we're going to put Mizuki back. And then if they do anything, we're going to Omega away a card in their hand. Then we're going to use this effect to banish. Let's say they get over him. He gets sent to the graveyard. Then we're going to add, or of course, they're going to have to get over him twice. So let's say, for example, they try the first time, we banish Vendread Origin. Then he gets sent to the graveyard. Then we use his effect. And we're going to add another Origin. And then his other effect kicks in. And we're going to send... Do we want to send Streege? Do we want to send Streege? Because Revenants is in grave. Streege is banished, actually. He's banished because we use his effect. I guess we'll send another Streege because we already have Hound Horde. Like, we already have him. So I guess we'll just send Streege. And then he'll get special by revealing the Hound Horde. And we have this in hand. And thanks to Omega, we have access to Mizuki. So we're actually going to make a really, really powerful Slayer. So this comes back. We drew a Knights. That's actually not very good. Not good at all. I wish we would have drew a different card, but we're going to pitch the Knights for the Knights. And I wish it searched for any Vendread card, but it just searches for Vendread monsters, and that's what kind of sucks. Because I wish I could search for Union. It'd be really, really broken right now. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to search for our Vendread Chimera just to get it out the way. so that we have options now pertaining to what we want to ritual summon. But obviously, I think I'm going to go for another Slayer, just because of how strong I can make him right now. And we're going to banish Mizuki. Now, you have 1 to 2 options here. 1 of 2 options. You can use Mizuki to extend your Slayer and bring out Revenants, and then normal Hound Horde, tributing all 3, giving Slayer all 3 effects. Or you can bring out Unizombie and make another Omega. It's totally up to you, but for the sake of for the sake of example, I'm going to actually make the strongest Slayer you can make in this deck, just to show you guys how cool it is and how mad consistent the deck is. So we're going to special summon him off of the Mizuki. Then we're going to normal summon Hound Horde. Then we're going to play Origin. We're going to tribute all of these from the field to summon Slayer from the grave, because Origin does clearly state it in its card text that you can actually ritual summon from the hand or graveyard. It's a totally legal play. And now we have a Slayer that we're going to banish a back row. We're going to banish a monster. We're going to do some battle, right? Then we're going to draw a card. It's prep. Why did it have to be prep? But then kind of think of it, we already searched Chimera, so we're going to actually discard the prep. And then using Knight's second effect, we're going to banish, I think it's a Vendread monster or a Vendread card. Okay, banish 1 Vendread monster. So I don't think we're going to use Revenants again. We're going to need Hound Horde in the grave, because we can actually summon him back with the Vendread. So we're going to attack again, draw another card. It's Reunion. At this point, I'm going to give up the Chimera, because I want Reunion very badly. I just want the Reunion. I'm not going to lie to you. I just want it, just to have it. So yeah, there you have it. That's kind of like a test hand / tutorial combo for the first part. And then we're going to try like another one. Let's see if we get a more broken opening hand. Because although some would say like that was a nice opening, that was like not as broken as I want this deck to be, and as I know it can be. I know the deck's potential, and it can do a lot more than that. Okay, so let's see if we can just get a better hand. Let me check my camera out. Alright. But yeah, I like this deck a lot. It seems like it just requires a bit too much thinking for the average player, which I really do find to be interesting. I do like those decks that are challenging to the player, because I feel like in Yu-Gi-Oh! You need to challenge yourself sometimes, and by challenging yourself, you not only get better as a player, but your arsenal just changes. The way you think, the variety and decks that you can play expands to just fill different niches. Like it enables you to play certain decks that you didn't think you could play before, because now you have that mindset. Like Cristrons are a great example. Cristrons are just, people just walk away from them. They're like, no, this is too much. I just don't know what to do. Like there's so much that you can do. It's just like such a combo oriented deck. Like this deck just combo after combo after combo. Similar to Cosmos, but there was quite a few players in the TCG who actually broke that mechanic and figured out how extensive Cosmos really can be. I've always called Cosmos just combos. There's so much that you can do. And this deck is very similar. It's so many combos. It's like a combo-oriented ritual deck, which I find to be insane. I clearly shuffled, as you guys saw, and this is my opening hand. No. I'm just happy about the preps. That's what I am happy about. So we're going to activate regular prep. I guess we'll just get the Chimera out the way. So we'll just search him right now, so that we have the option, because now you can summon either Slayer or Chimera, because remember, you can't search Chimera off of pre-prep. Then pre-prepping. Origin. I really wish I opened up with Shirney Solitaire. Either Solitaire or Gozuki. One or the other. I just wanted something good. And at this point, I guess we can give Slayer something. So we're going to activate Knights. And we're going to use Knights pitching Mizuki. Thank God for that Mizuki. That really made it like playable. That made this whole hand possible. And then we're going to add Revenants. I guess the prep did help us, because dang, we shouldn't have searched Chimera at this point, because thinking forward ahead, you're going to have to tribute it off. So I guess let's say instead of searching Chimera, let's just search a secondary Slayer. I don't want to get rid of my Chimera just yet. So we're going to have a second Slayer. Then we're going to activate Origin, tributing the Revenants from the field to drop Slayer, tributing another Slayer, because we're not about to banish Mizuki. And basically, with this opening hand, oh yeah, that's engraved. You've made a Slayer that can banish monsters on the field. You have Mizuki to back you up, so when this Slayer goes, He'll not only enable you to summon another Slayer, but Mizuki will bring out... so basically, you can ritual summon this Slayer that wasn't summoned properly, and then use Mizuki to summon back the one that was summoned properly. So if this guy dies, he's obviously going to get the whole combo. They're going to have to kill him twice. Then he's going to get the full combo. Searching this. And I think Streets just says a Vendread card. Let me double check. Because if it's a Vendread card, then we're fine. Yeah. So we're actually going to send... You know what? No. We could do Hound Horde or Streets, even though Streets gets himself on the field. Yeah, why not? Let's just send Streets. I like him. He's cool. And we'll reveal the origin. So if you notice, Slayer, he actually combos out pretty well because he sets you up for... He's just like a one-card Streets. Because he actually dumped the Streets. And then if you do... you search for this, and because Streets is an if effect and not a win, it will not miss timing. So your window is still opening. Your window's still open to summon the Streets or the Strige, however you pronounce his name, which is pretty cool. Because at this point, we're just gonna extend our plays a bit further. We drew into a Streige, and that's not very good. I think we'll hold on to that Streige, and then we'll pre-prep because we drew into 2, which is pretty nice. We'll search. We're out of Slayers and we're out of Origins on our second turn. That's crazy. And we still have Knights, which is... I love this card so much. It's really, really broken. So I guess I'm going to sacrifice the Streige. I don't know what else to discard. I kind of want to keep everything I have. So we're going to discard Streige to search for Hound Horde. Let's just summon the Streige. I feel like my opportunity to get him back might not ever come up. So let's just summon the Streige by revealing any of these 4 Vendread cards in our hand. Let's summon him. Why do we have to draw him, dude? Why do we have to draw him? I only play 2 of him. Then we're going to banish Mizuki. We're going to summon Revenants to the field. We have not normal summoned at all. Then we're going to normal summon Hound Horde. We're going to activate Origin. We're going to tribute Hound Horde and Revenants. Now, neither of these were summoned using their effects, so they go directly to the grave. And we'll summon the Slayer that was not properly summoned from the grave. And then we're going to activate Origin. So we're going to give 2 different effects to our Slayers. We're going to tribute off both these Strides. Both of them get banished. And that's still a 4, so we're going to have to banish another one from grave. And I guess we'll banish the Slayer that was properly summoned. And now we have double Slayer. We're going to banish, and then we're going to do some battle. We're going to attack. And if I'm not mistaken, the Strides, they stack. Oh no, you can only use the preceding effect of him once per turn. So that kind of sucks. I guess I should have done that differently. That was a mistake on my part. I should have gave a Strides to him and a Strides to him so we can use both the effects. So hypothetically speaking, that should have been what would have been done. But I kind of messed up on that end. But we're still going to do the battle. We're going to draw a card. I wonder. Now this is something because this can be changed from hand. So this guy says you can, if he battles, you draw a card, then discard a card. So we have to fulfill the effect. We can't, I don't think that we can activate this from hand and chain interrupting the resolution of his effect. Because once his effect goes, if there's nothing else chained to it, this is resolution. And you can't actually activate cards in the middle of a chain resolution, resolving. Even though this is just technically a chain link 1, if the effect goes through, there's nothing that can be chained. So we cannot activate this, unfortunately. But we can activate Knights. And, wow, what do I want to banish? I guess we'll banish Revenants. We've used him twice already. Attack again, draw. It's Chimera. We're going to discard it. We're just trying to deck in, hoping that we draw like a Mizuki or a Gozuki or something like that and then pitch it. And then, you know, you're just going to sit on these and you have double protection, utility, and we're out of ritual spells. That's pretty insane. But, like, every opening hand I've been noticing, it's just, like, been strictly just Slayer plays, which I actually like. Slayer is pretty insane. His effect again attack this Boo Boo, but his effect when he's sent to the graveyard after being ritual summoned is insane. It just like when you make one Slayer, inevitably you're going to summon the second Slayer, or you could just summon the first one back. Basically, it's gonna happen, and he sets you up to actually the first Slayer will. That's all I'll say. The first Slayer is not gonna be as strong as the second Slayer because the first Slayer enables you to make the second Slayer as powerful as you want it, as you guys just saw in both those opening hands. So we'll do, I guess, one more. Oh my god. Thank you. I want to see this trap so bad. I'm happy to have it. Alright, so we'll activate Terraforming. And I actually bumped Gozuki in my list to 2 last night because I was realizing how much work Gozuki was putting in So very happy about this. Yeah, we're playing 2 Gozuki. Remember in the other deck profile, there's just 1, but he's at 2 now. We're going to activate Knights. We're going to pitch Mizuki for cost, because Knights does have a cost. And what do we want? See, that's the thing that always that I find to be pretty interesting, is that you get the options of what you actually want to give him, like which effect you want to give him. Hound Horde, I guess Hound Horde tends to be the most relevant. I stated this in my deck profile. Banishing spells and traps is a bit more relevant in this format versus banishing special summon monsters, because in the Spiral matchup, if they have either Last Resort or Spiral Resort, both the resorts protect their monsters from being targeted. So Slayer wouldn't actually be able to use the effect that Revenants gives him to banish a special summon monster. But with Hound Horde, you can banish their Last Resort, and if they play 1, they lose it. Or you can banish their Spiral Resort. Either way, it's just a bit more relevant. Even in the Pendulum matchup, in ABCs, banish the Union Hanger. They might not be able to do anything at that point. Banish the Dragon's Ravine. So we're going to give it the Hound Horde, long story short. Then we're going to normal summon Gozuki, pitching Solitaire. We're going to banish Mizuki. That's why I think opening hands with Mizuki and Gozuki in some way to get the Mizuki engraved are broken. It's another reason why I have to play multiple Gozukis now. Solitaire's effect. We're going to summon, obviously, Unizombie. And we have a Vendread in hand. We're just trying to give as many effects as possible. So at this point, we're going to do the same combo. We're going to pitch Strige to make him a level 4. Ooh, I learned with this deck fast, dude. That's pretty insane. And then I guess since they already have the information of us searching Hound Horde, we'll reveal this. Instead of revealing Reunion and give off too much information, let your opponent know too much that you have, we'll just reveal the same card that we searched off of Knights. Summon Strige. Yeah, summon Strige, and then we're going to Synchro for Omega. And we already normal summoned, so we're going to actually use the Gozuki to get Hound Horde on the field. So Omega hits the field in the extra monster zone. Gozuki triggers. We're going to banish Shiranai Solitaire, keep Unizombie, summon Hound Horde from hand, pre-prep into that Slayer. And we're giving the Slayer 2 effects plus the actual 2 that he already has, so he has 4 effects. And we also have Reunion. So that's going to be pretty interesting, because so long as we can keep Knights up, we're going to be able to search a Slayer or a Chimera so that we can resolve Reunion, because you have to be able to ritual summon to resolve it, meaning you have to have the ritual monster in hand, which is pretty insane. So if I'm not mistaken, the ruling could be, because it says you must be able to ritual summon to activate and resolve this card, so it could actually mean that you have to have a ritual spell and a ritual monster, which in common sense, that's what it seems like to me. But the way I've been doing it is, as long as you have Slayer, you can play this card. But I could be wrong. But anyways, we're going to activate the Origin, and we're going to banish Gozuki. He's pretty much done his part at this point. And if need be so, the Unizombie, the Mizuki can always get Unizombie, and Unizombie can extend your play with Gozuki. Actually, screw it. Let's keep Gozuki. We're going to banish Unizombie. And we're going to summon him, tributing these off as well. This is banished because we used his effect. This is not banished because we did not use his effect. And I think the Gozuki is actually going to come up a little bit more. And we're going to set the Reunion. Of course, during our opponent's standby, we're putting back the most relevant monster in our deck, which is Mizuki. We're going to tag out. Then we're going to do some more banishing. We're going to banish 1 from our opponent's hand. Then we're going to banish a back row. Worst case scenario, we clear 2 of our opponent's 4 cards before they have to deal with him twice, which actually drains resources. I like that. Then Slayer goes. This effect kicks in. Origin. If you search the ritual spell, you get to dump. Do we want to go for Strides now? Like every time I do this, I want Strides. Let's just do it, man. I'm so addicted to Strides. I just can't help myself. So I'm going to send Strige, and obviously we search the Vendread card, so we're going to go bam, summon Strige. It's just too good, bro. Strige is too broken. I'm sorry, he's just way too broken. I love Strige. He's just way too good. He or she, whatever these are like 3 birds in 1. And then we're going to draw for turn. We drew a... What the freaking heck, dude? I promise you guys saw me just shuffle and cut. And Omega returns to the main monster zone. We're gonna pre-prep because we can actually resolve Reunion. Oh my god, this turn's about to be so freaking broken. This is totally not fair right now. This is only second turn, so it's not like, oh my god, you have to live for so long. You literally just have to live for one turn for this to go off. Omega and Slayer make sure that you'll live because they banished 2 of our opponent's cards. In addition to that, Slayer had to die twice. He had to die twice. Then when he died, he got some more stuff out on the field. So, in worst case scenario, this will be summoned to the field, so our opponent has to attack over that as well. So we're going to live for a turn. Just pretty cool. Pre-prep resolve getting that. I don't even know if I want to use Knights. Let's see. What do we have banished? We have a Strides banished. I guess we can use Mizuki. We're going to use Mizuki. Special Gozuki. Use Gozuki. Oh my god, it's so much that we can do. This deck is freaking insane. We're gonna bring out. I want to give Revenants. I want to give the Revenants effect. Oh, I have a normal summon. That's cool. So I guess we're going to dump another Mizuki. Let's just dump another Mizuki and have him for the body. We're gonna dump another Mizuki. No, because then at that point we should have just used Mizuki to summon the Hound Horde so we don't have to discard anything. So yeah, we'll use Mizuki's effect, summon the Hound Horde instead. Yeah, we'll do it that way. That seems like a smarter way to play. And then, what does this card state? Reveal 1 Vendread ritual monster in your hand. Special summon any number of banished. Face down. So we'll activate Reunion. No, we're not going to activate Reunion because this guy's going to get banished. No, this guy's not gonna get banished. What do I want to do? What I want to do is so much to do. Let's just okay, let's do this first. Let's play Origin. No, let's not play Origin. We don't need both the Origins. Okay, we're gonna activate Knights. Discard Origin. This deck is freaking broken. This deck is so broken. We're gonna normal summon Revenants. Let's see. Nothing's gonna get banished, so I guess we can just do double Stride. Activate Reunion. And what does it say? With different names, tribute all those face down. Okay, so we can't activate Reunion yet. We have to summon enough face down. So I think what we probably need to do when we discard the Reunion, instead of searching Revenants, when we discard the Origin, we're gonna have to search Chimera in order to summon him off of the Reunion. I think that's gonna be the most relevant. Dang, this deck is getting a bit complicated right now. That's insane. I don't even know if I can resolve Reunion, but let's see. We're gonna activate Origin, and we're gonna keep him in hand. Obviously, we're gonna banish Gozuki, and Tributing Hound Horde. Stride gets banished. Hound Horde goes to the graveyard, and we're summoning him from the graveyard. And then we're gonna banish with the Hound Horde, of course. Can we resolve Reunion though? I don't think we can. So somewhere along the line, I made a mistake by not setting myself up for the Reunion, because this is a very, very strange and interesting card at the same time. It's quite complicated to resolve because it's so specific. It is a trap ritual, but the monsters you summon are in face down defense, and their levels have to equal the ritual monster that you are going to summon. So we cannot resolve this. So I guess in retrospect, we should have just searched the Revenants in the first place, right? And then normal summon him, and then tributed him, Stride, and Hound Horde, and then there you go, make your powerful Slayer with all 3 effects. So let's just say, for example, we did that instead. Now we have banish, banish, enter battle. We're gonna go bam. Yes, that's the way we do it. That is the way we do it. You know why? Because Knights is actually gonna extend it for the Reunion to be live, and we can activate Reunion in battle phase. Oh my god, we're doing it. Okay, so we're gonna activate Slayer, banish, banish, right? We're gonna attack the effect of Strides. You draw a card. Oh my god, it's Mizuki. Oh my god, thank you. And then discard, and then Knights is going to extend our play by, and it says any, so when it says any number, that means you don't have to summon all of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to banish Revenants, because you need a Revenants and a Stride that equals 6. With the Knights, and attack again, right? Effect, no wait. Even though it can attack again, you can only use the preceding effect of Stride once per turn. I think I made a mistake in the middle of this video by using a Stride twice, and you can't do that. So no effect, we're just attacking again. But the most important thing was we're using Knights to extend the play for Reunion. Battle phase, we're still in battle phase, so we've attacked with this, we've attacked with this. This should be an OTK because we've banished what was in our way. And we're going to summon, we're going to reveal him, and we're going to summon these 2 face down, right? Then immediately summon Slayer. That equals 6. We're still going in, fam. We're still going in. And then bam, hit him with the Slayer again. And let me see if Knights is once per turn. Oh my god, I wish it wasn't. That's insane, dude. That is insane. I like this deck. I think we're going to stop right there. And when I get more experience and become a bit more of a seasoned veteran with this deck, you're going to see some even more broken stuff with this deck. But I wanted to showcase you guys what Vendreads are capable of with their new support. And that was pretty fun. That was very, very fun and interesting. It was a learning experience for me. I hope you guys learned as well. I appreciate y'all so much for watching this. And God bless you. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. And I do believe in this team that we're going to be going to places, man. We're going somewhere right now. Like, I feel like even though our subscriber count isn't like 20,000 or 30,000, I just feel that just because of what we do, the category that we put ourselves in, we're definitely standing out from our quote-unquote competition. We're just not doing the same stuff as him. And so technically, we don't have to worry about beating someone at their own game because we have our own game. And if we wanted to, which I still plan to do so, we're going to extend our revenue to do different styles on the videos, and we're also going to do different content. Like, we might do more discussions than we do deck profiles. We might just do that because I noticed that we do mostly deck profiles, and that's kind of what brought the channel into the place that it is right now, which was deck profiles. That's what we're best known for, our deck profiles, for the most innovative, interesting, and different unorthodox deck profiles that you've seen, which is kind of like what made us, so big right now. We're not huge, but I look at us like we're big. I love what we do, and I love all of our subscribers. I love you guys so much, and y'all be safe, and you'll be hearing from us soon. You're going to see some more interesting content, like an update on my YCS deck, which we're going to do right now. Peace.